them are more than pals.
Our show can be a little gay,
But if you're not,
that's okay.
you can listen and have fun either way. Xena, Star Wars, Doctor Who, guests and music and reviews. Game of Thrones, Winona too. We promise there's something for you. She nerds out. We're girls that like nerdy things. Nerdy things.
Hello and welcome to the She Nerds Out podcast. I'm Kat.
I'm Wendy.
I'm Tara.
On today's episode, we have a mail sack. We have some nerd news. But first, hey Wendy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, am I interrupting? Who we celebrating today?
But this is Tara, and I'm gonna say we're celebrating us because we took a little mini break.
Oh, that's right. We should probably talk about that.
Yeah. Say we're gonna welcome ourselves back.
Hey,
welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
We've been really busy lately. We'll talk about it.
Well, I tweeted today the classic Jeff Goldblum, Dr. Ian Malcolm, I believe is his name. Life finds a way. And I said sometimes life just gets in the way. And it did. But it's because we were doing things.
Yeah, we're allowed to do things.
And traveling. Some of us were traveling. But we're back now. And I miss these crazy kids.
Me too. Look at these faces. I miss these faces.
I got some celebrity birthdays, and I have a problem with this site that I've been using, so I will be changing in the future.
We could just make some up.
Well, let me just tell you. Let me find the age. I think I know the age. Because on July 18th, which is the day that we are recording this, there's a very, very important birthday. That is the unparalleled Margot Martindale.
Oh, yes.
Iconic character actress Margot Martindale.
Look,
Everybody
if you
knows
don't know
Margot.
who Margot Martindale is, trust me, you do.
You do.
You just might not realize it. She's legendary character actress. The first time I saw her was a $1 Million Baby, and I really just thought they found some white trash lady to play that part because I'm like, she's not an actor. She's too real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's top notch. I have a Margot Martindale story.
Oh, please.
I worked on a little show called Sneaky Pete, and Margot was one of the stars of that show.
Did you meet her?
I met her over the phone. They were shooting in New York. We were based in LA, post-production, and we needed to get some ADR from Margot. We needed to do a little line read for us. So we used a little teleconference, and I'm just very nervous, super waiting for the legendary Margot to jump on the line. And then their voice just comes over, and she's this like sweetest, nicest woman. I'm like, "Hi, Margot. Do you mind? We have a couple lines for you to read." And she's like, "Absolutely." And, she said, "Let me know. I'll do it anyway, as many times as you need." She's very gracious, very generous with her time, and she was a lovely person. And I can tell you, a couple times I've had to do that with people not as lovely, not as gracious.
Who are those people?
Well, I won't say, but one of them, it was. I was like, "Oh, hey, I'm sorry. Can you give me?" I forget the line was, but it was like, I'll be there tonight. Okay, can you maybe just give us a little more angry? I think that was probably fine. The one I just did was probably fine. Can we move on? Yeah, we're going to move on, and I'm not going to give you any more notes.
Wow.
Let's just get out of this as fast as possible.
Yikes.
The moral of the story is Margot Martindale is a lovely, lovely human being, and she is gracious and grounded and a nice person.
Look, if you told me otherwise, I would disown you before I would believe that.
Exactly. It's my fault.
I don't want to ever live in a world where Margot Martindale is not pleasant. So, but the website I've been using did not have her listed. So we're going to move on at some point because, and you know what, who else's birthday was today? Kristen Bell. How do you leave that off?
Weird.
Yeah.
So-
How are they classifying these celebrities?
And how did you
I don't
know
know.
that it was their birthdays today to know
I
that we're no longer using this stupid website?
I don't remember. I saw it
Don't
somehow
remember.
pop up. Well, it somehow came up when I was looking at birthday stuff.
Something
It just-
know?
No, it just it somehow popped
in your
up.
calendar.
Not related. I think when I typed in celebrity birthdays, like it popped up, but it wasn't on the site. Anyway,
Okay.
Was it on your personal calendar?
it should be. It should be, man.
You know what today is? It's Margot Martindale's birthday.
Wow.
Well,
She was in
Margot,
Cocaine Bear.
That's right. She was.
You
She
know what else
often
she was
plays
in?
like a nurse or like some kind of. Oh yeah, she was in Grey's
Public-
Anatomy as
public
a
service.
leader of the nursing strike
Wow.
episode. Remember
Okay.
that? Yeah.
You know what else she was in?
What's that?
What?
Person of interest.
Oh, cool.
She plays the librarian whose boyfriend abducts Ruth's friend that she had a crush on when they were young, and then turns Root into the psychopath she becomes.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's in
that's
everything,
right.
basically. So do you want to just, for the fun of guessing, how old is Margot Martindale?
Oh, okay. Well, I just.
Did you just look it up?
I did because I wanted to see what else she's been
65.
in, but I'm not gonna guess.
So Tara's the only one guessing? No, 72.
What?
72.
Margot.
72
And guess
years,
what?
Years young.
Guess where she was born?
Dallas?
Texas.
Dallas, Texas.
No,
No,
No.
Jacksonville, Texas. Still. Jacksonville.
I'm going
All right.
to Jackson.
So
She's been in a lot of shit, guys. She's been working forever.
She's got to have 100 billion credits.
We could just dedicate this whole birthday segment to Margot.
Why don't we?
We should. Although there's a
And Kristen.
birthday there is a good birthday I like the next day though.
Okay.
On the 19th. Is this coming out on the 19th?
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
the
tomorrow.
19th.
It'll come out tomorrow. Yes.
I'm gonna go with this one because I like Doctor Strange, and that is on the 19th. It's Benedict Cumberbatch, and I love his voice because it's very deep, but
It is a
very
sexy voice.
commanding. He's very sexy voice. I was watching Spider-Man, part of Spider-Man, No Way Home on the plane yesterday with Doctor Strange. I like all of them, but yeah. His birthday is on the 19th. So what is Benedict Cumberbatch's age? That's my Benedict Cumberbatch.
You have to do it.
Box.
I can't even do it with an English accent. I guess
Peter
sometimes
Parker, you have made a mistake with my spell.
Oh.
I have not rehearsed this voice,
Really?
obviously.
Are you sure?
No. How old is Benedict Cumberbatch?
That sounds like it hurts.
Yeah.
No, not really. Not as much as you think.
Do I have to say it in the voice?
Yes, please.
I don't want to. I think he's 50. I think he's 52.
I'm gonna say 49.
I'm going to say 47 because that's what it is when you're born in 1976, right? 47.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Okay. He's
Benedict
looking,
Cumberbatch. All right, let me find one more. Because this is like they die in threes. They
Gotta do the threes.
Oh, speaking of dying. Anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
why?
Well, the 21st. I mean, because he passed away. It was Robin Williams' birthday. So, all right. Well, okay, Tara. The 23rd. There's
Yes.
the Harry Potter himself.
Ew. Didn't he just have a baby recently? I think he just had a baby.
Wow.
Well,
had
he
a
didn't have it. I
baby?
think his wife had it.
Well, he is magic. I don't know. He's got powers.
Your mother, Harry.
You're
Her
a
father.
mother, Harry.
I guess could be your father, Harry. Whatever.
How
Whatever.
old is he? You probably know how old he is,
No.
right?
Tara.
Ooh. 34.
I want to say 36.
Ooh, was it
Tara?
34? 35.
Stop talking.
Oh.
God
Because
damn
you're
it.
right,
How are you
30.
so good at this?
Dude, it's Harry Potter. If she didn't get it,
That's fair.
it's like if I asked her how Ellen Pompeo is or Hermione Granger.
And?
I think Ellen is 52, and I think her Emma is 33.
But how old is Hermione?
Well, Hermione would have entered that school. I don't know. She'd be probably older than me because technically the books I think were set in like 1998.
Right.
So that's a lot of math. I'm not willing
And
to do.
we don't need to do
No.
So
that.
Tara, how old did you say Ellen Pompeo was?
52.
53.
Oh, shoot.
And how old did you say Emma Watson was?
You blew that
33.
one, Tara.
Yeah, you got Emma right.
Mm-hmm.
You're only a year off.
What kind of fan am I?
Exactly.
All right, well, I'm done.
Well, speaking of fans, there was a bunch of Earpers that congregated in beautiful Niagara Falls, New York, a couple weekends ago. And I was there with them. I was one of them. And boy, was it a good time. An exhausting weekend, but very fun. There were some laughs. There were tears.
No.
There's some blood, sweat, and other things too.
Kat, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So I've seen comments on one of the panels you did that I haven't really followed enough to know what exactly, but apparently it was an epic panel with people doing tricks or stunts or running around chaotically.
Yeah.
Carrying
what was
things
that about?
or
So that was the
Something lick it and split it, or
well,
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
You're just going through the greatest hits from the last weekend.
bop it, twist it.
Ooh,
Bop it.
That was a great game.
writing that
Great
down
game.
for next year.
Yeah.
That would be fun for them to play.
Okay, well, let's nobody steal my idea. Let me steal Tara's idea. So there was a shit ton of panels. It was Anne and Hicks Bleecker and myself and Jill, who was at Nedley's office on Twitter. The three of us, we divvied up the panels. Jill was running the auto room like a fucking champ. So she's amazing. So she had two panels. Basically, she had two, and Anne and I split up the rest. And because the way it all kind of worked out, it's like, well, Anne invited me to join her for her Way Hot panel, and I invited Anne to join me for my Black versus Blue panel. And so these are the two panels that happened to be the ones that were Lick It and Split and this crazy game panel. Lick It and Split, I mean, just go ahead and look that up online. That's delightful. Kat Burrell talking about making a Starburst wrapper bracelet. Just so much fun. And, as soon as it left, the words left her mouth, I knew instantly, oh, that's what people are going to be talking about for the rest of the weekend. Just so much fun. And Anne came up with some great stuff for that panel. And then this Black versus Blue panel, it was four people. Kate Drummond, of course, who was a Black Badge agent, and Rachel Scarsden, who was also a Black Badge agent. And that was the Black team versus the Blue team. It was Noam Jenkins and Charlotte Sullivan, who were on Rookie Blue.
Oh,
So this is a fun, very
That's fun.
fun.
Yeah.
The convention comes
a
up with
dotted line there.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the convention came up with the configurations because these schedules are insane. Like, they have to figure out so much timing because there's autos, there's photo ops, there's meet and greets, there's all this other shit.
Guests must be so busy at cons like this. They are always doing things.
They're just being led around by handlers. They really just tell me where to go. Like it's insane. And this weekend was a huge success, by the way. I think EDE did an incredible job, and they have some incredible volunteers. I'll talk about that in a little bit. So anyways, these four very game, very ready to play guests, and we were backstage waiting for everybody to get there, and I said, like, basically, guys, I want you to be competitive. I want you to cheat. I want you to try to sabotage each other. And they're like, okay, got it. Like, they understood. They knew what the deal was. And so we played a couple of games, and the one game with the cups, it was you had to take a cup from the bottom of the stack and put it on the top, and then you had to go all the way around the stack until that cup that you started with is back on the bottom. You had to do that. Each person had to do it once. And so the chaos that you may have seen is that the other teams trying to distract the person with the cups. Charlotte Sullivan started cheating instantly. She was just taking big chunks of the cups and putting them on top. Guys, I could not have planned for that kind of chaos. It was if this is my legacy in the Earp fandom, if this panel is the only thing I contribute to the Earp fandom, I'm very happy. That's all I need. I'm very happy with how it turned out, and people seem to have a really good time. So I can't wait for the whole video to come out so you can, because it's confusing. If you don't know what's happening, it's why are they chasing each other and there's cups and now they're wrestling. Like, what is happening?
The comments I saw made it sound like that should be in some sort of panel Hall of Fame.
Well, if there is a Hall of Fame,
if there is one,
let's see if it gets there. It was a lot of fun.
Did you get to enjoy just being a guest, or were you paneling the whole time?
No, I wasn't paneling the whole time. When I wasn't paneling, I was either worrying about paneling or I did get to do some fun stuff. We did like a shorties happy hour thing, which was fun. And the guests would come around to your table and just kind of chit chat for a little bit. What else did we do? It's kind of a blur, guys.
As cons are.
I got to see the truck. You guys saw that. The
truck was cool.
there.
I saw Anne. Who was it in the truck with Anne doing
That was
the
Alex.
crash
That was
reenactment?
our
Okay, it was Alex.
tech support Alex.
I couldn't remember. I knew who it was, but I just forgot.
Good.
That looked really good.
So good. Just a very, very, it was very well run. I'm not just saying that. It really was. It was,
well, this is the
people
one
had
that
a
was here
great
last
time.
year, right?
Yeah. This was in
Yeah,
Anaheim
it
that you
felt
guys-
well run last year, too. I assume it was the same people.
Same people, and they made improvements from last year, so it was even better. And I will say that Jackie of Jackie and Buster, she was a volunteer. She was all over the place, man.
Dude.
She was helping to keep things running, and she did such a great job. Shout out to Jackie. She's a goddamn champion.
Tell
And,
me something I don't know, man. That girl
I
is
know.
badass.
She is. She's a total badass, and I don't know what they would do without her, man. She's pivotal. She was pivotal.
Was
same
Buster there?
with- Buster was not there.
Oh, bummer.
Buster was at home holding down the fort, waiting for her to get back.
I don't know if Buster's an Earper, but maybe.
He could have run errands. Like they could have
That's
had
true.
a little satchel on him and load him up and then be like, here, boy, go run this down to the autograph room,
Go
you know?
deliver this Pepsi to Greg Lawson.
And it would spill all over, but everyone would be like, oh, Buster, good
Buster.
boy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Good idea. Okay, I'll put that in the
Yeah.
suggestion box for
Buster.
next
Okay.
year.
Yeah.
Like the dogs with the little barrels around their neck.
Exactly. Barrels. It
Cute.
works. It works for the theme.
Perfect. And I know
yeah.
you had your own panel, Kat.
That's right.
And so that's exciting. What
That was
happened there?
fun.
You
So Anne and I, we have this other podcast called The Serper Life, and we were able to have a surprise guest. Her name is Kiana Teresa. Have you heard of her?
Yay.
I believe I have. Yeah.
Because
and we love her.
We do love her. She's a huge friend of this podcast. And we said, hey, do you want to come and say hi to some Earpers and hang out and do a really dumb, goofy panel? She said, of course I do. So she
The
was
dumber
so
the better.
Exactly. She was so sweet and generous with her time, and she came and she looked incredible. She was so much fun. We did like a Cheetos spicy chip taste test thing.
Let me guess who brought the Cheetos.
You get one guess. It was sponsored by Noe and the Lay's company. And we talked about our softball exploits and all kinds of fun stuff. So that episode, we did record it. I haven't listened to the audio yet. I'm hoping it's good. That'll be hopefully going up on the Serper Live next week, or maybe this week, actually. What day is it? So what a huge treat that was. She was, you guys know, she's just a lovely human, and she had a really good time.
Nice.
So
Well, it's exciting.
it was.
So are you
busy.
tired?
I'm still tired, but it was just I'm so glad it all worked out because traveling and getting there on time and your bags, and there's just so much going on right now. So just a huge relief. It was so much fun and people had a great time, and again they did a great job. It's a really good solid team that they have, and it shows because everybody had a great time. So there you go.
You know, it's fun. We knew you before you'd ever done a panel. And now you're like a panel queen.
We knew you before you even watched that show.
That's true.
Yeah.
You guys are the reason I watched
That's right.
show. You
So
really
all
are.
you
welcome,
Earpers
Earp
out there
Nation.
can thank us.
We gave you cat Kermit.
Oh boy, brought to you by Tara and Wendy. Yeah, so
Yeah, you
thanks
should
again.
check out this show.
Thanks again for that. It's really fun, and I love that you can actually hear that moment on our podcast.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Now look at you.
Look at me now. I'm fucking exhausted.
We raised her. We raised her well, Tara.
I hope I made you guys proud.
You
Yeah.
did. You have made us very proud.
We don't know when those panels are going up on the YouTube, but hopefully soon, and people can see the crazy. And of course, they don't really. When you look at the feed up on the monitors, you don't see the moderator. They just like, they conveniently, I mean, because people are there to see the people.
People think
right?
the questions just ask themselves.
Well, there's this voice coming from out of nowhere, and that's my voice. You'll hear a couple of times. But yeah,
You don't get any screen time.
No, and that's fine. That's okay. Nobody gives a shit about us because we're not them. But no, it's the videos should be coming out soon. Boy, those are gonna be fun to watch. I think the Way Hot panel is exceptionally fun. Anna and Dom were very competitive. There was a game element to that, very competitive. That was really fun. And of course, the Black and Blue. And there's some great moments from the Dom, Kat, and Mel panel that Jill put together. Some really, really cool moments that I don't think anybody saw coming. And it's just each of these panels had a very kind of cool, special moment. And yeah, I'm excited for people to see them.
Cool. So many combos of panels. It's hard to.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough.
So are there three of you doing all the panels?
Yep.
Wow.
It's hard enough preparing for one panel. Y'all don't know, you're out there, how hard it is just for the one. And to do all that, that's a lot.
It's a lot of work, but it's so worth it.
Yeah.
Right, Tara? Like, as soon as you get out there, it's like, oh, yeah, no, this is awesome.
Yeah, because you don't want to just ask the same questions over and over, that everyone has asked. You want it to be different and fun for the people watching and for the guests, So it's nerve-wracking.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad that, I prepped for these panels and I got to actually do them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a plus.
That's right. You didn't get to do it that one time.
Yeah, that one time.
I'll
never forgive her.
Who was that? Who was that you were going to do?
Katie Cassidy.
Why did you say her name?
Sorry.
Not supposed to say her name around here.
Ripping on my Band-Aid.
I went back because I was looking at my old panel notes from last year. I was like, oh, can I borrow any material from myself? And I came across her panel. That was going to be a great panel. I had some great questions to ask Katie Cassidy.
Wow.
The world will never know. Maybe I'll interview. Can one of you be Katie Cassidy and we can just do a fake version of that?
I look just like her.
That'll be
Sure.
fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. I feel like this is in no way affiliated with the real Katie Cassidy. Please don't sue us.
We'll answer the questions to the best of our ability.
Of course.
Or just make stuff up. I don't know.
Or that. All right, good times.
What I did on my summer vacation.
That's it.
Should we jump in the sack?
Let's jump in.
All right. I'll start. I have an email from Suze.
Yay!
Suze entitled, this composition is entitled Back in the Country. Hey guys, just a quick one to say hi, since it's been a while. Minnie, Shelby, and I have moved back to my hometown. Shelby is getting used to the countryside again. I've attached a couple of videos of him meeting the locals. And it's very cute. Shelby looks like Shelby is meeting some cows and
Shelby.
some sheep.
So
Shelby's
cute.
like, what am I looking at?
Yeah.
Those are big dogs.
Shelby is well behaved, very well behaved.
Very social, very gentle with the animal. Of course, the cows are a lot bigger, so Shelby's like, yeah, leave
Shelby's
them
so
be.
cute.
No, Shelby, what a life, man. Shelby's living it.
I know, right?
Looking at cows and sheep.
So cute.
Suze says, I also wanted to drop a recommendation. Deadlock. And that's lock, as in like Loch Lomond, like Scotland lock.
Okay.
Not like a padlock. It's Deadlock. It's a detective show based in a small town in Tasmania that's become a lesbian magnet. UK listeners think Hebden Bridge. It's not geeky, but it's really funny and hella gay.
Okay.
What's Hebden Bridge? Should we also be watching
know.
that?
We're going to need content sometime in the future.
Let's write these down.
Deadlock. And I know it's not how you say it, but I want to say Deadlock. Hey, Madeline Sammy is in it, a.k.a. one of the Amazons from Xena.
Really?
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks
So,
like
How do you find Deadlock?
I just typed in
Yeah.
Deadlock. Oh, I don't know where you
Like,
watch
how do we
it, though.
watch it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's on
Prime-
Acorn. Sounds like
Prime
Acorn.
Video.
Oh, okay.
Prime
Good.
Video.
Oh,
it
perfect.
says.
Yeah, that's very Acorn.
Hebden Bridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hebden. Oh, well, TV.
Meanwhile, while you look that up, so Suze, where is your hometown in relation to where you were. You don't have to send out your address. We won't read it on here, but let me know. I'm toying with, I really want to go see some German Christmas villages. And I'm just toying with the idea to go maybe pop over there.
Hello.
Or if there's some little British Christmas like a Christmas market. That's
right.
You know what I mean? So if you have any market recommendations, think the holiday. That's what I want for myself. I want to send myself, be in a quaint cottage and or castle-esque situation, go to adorable Christmas fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want for myself for this Christmas. So if you have any recommendations, let me know.
That's a great idea. So in the holidays, that's one where like two women switch houses.
Yeah.
So I'm
in LA. If there's anyone out there that wants to switch, it could really be just like the holiday.
I'm saying.
I've got a house. You know what? You could watch my dog. You could watch Charlie.
Beautiful San Fernando Valley.
Beautiful Van Nuys.
Oh my God.
California. Maybe take that out, the specific city.
Beautiful Southern California.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go skiing into the beach at the same day.
You just start in the mountains and you ski right down and you land at the beach.
Ski right into the ocean.
Wouldn't that be fun if they made like a huge ski slope
That would be dope.
that turned into water skiing and then you just go fly out into the ocean?
Somewhere someone's done this. I'm sure
There'd be a traffic jam.
across the PCH.
Yeah.
Or PCH, sorry. People get so mad with the in front of highways.
Oh, I know. Believe me, at work. It's not the PCH.
It is.
Everything else in this town is the something.
It is the.
Is it my turn? Okay, it's my turn now.
It is.
Okay. I've got one from Heather. Subject is Indie with Wendy or Mendy.
Oh.
As we know, Mendy Moody made the appearance last time.
That's right.
Heather says, "Hi, nerds. Wendy, thank you for your thorough deep dive into the Dial of Destiny. Even with the spoilers, I can tell it's a must-see. Applebee's had an ad-on the other day. Spend $35 and get into Dial of Destiny for free. I sure hope Indy hasn't changed his catchphrase from why did it have to be snakes to eating good in the neighborhood."
He did
Really?
say that.
He did change that.
It's
said it a
sponsored by
couple of times.
Applebee's. He has to say it. Oh, Tara, I can certainly understand you giving the hairy eyeball to the recent Warrior Nun news.
Oh, that's right.
45 days seems an odd time frame to slap together a resolution that many folks are passionate about. So I've thought of some things you could do to productively pass the time. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Oh,
Drink 45 beers. Well, let me tell you, I'm on my way right now. Read 6 books. Go to 15 Dodgers home games.
Oh.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Smoke 90 15-pound briskets.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of meat. Yeah, you have to come over and help me with that. Drive from coast to coast 7 times. My God, that's a lot. Or train for a 10K. Boy, I'm going to go with the drink 45 beers. I'm going to stick with that one. It says, Kat, I hope you had a successful panel in Buffalo. And, of course, had some wings and brews. All the best, Heather. Did you have any of the buffalo wings?
You know what, guys? I am ashamed to say I didn't have any buffalo wings.
Shame.
I had some brews, but I also had a local favorite, something called a pizza log.
A pizza
Interesting.
log. That actually sounds amazing.
I think you would enjoy it. It's it's like an egg roll, but pizza.
Oh, my.
So it's like a
Wow.
tomato sauce, cheese, pepperoni in a egg roll wrapper that they deep fry
Wow.
into deliciousness.
That sounds heavy.
It was heavy, but very good.
Dense. Yeah.
You could say it was dense. What number? Where are we on our countdown to this 45 days of
I
disappointment?
can tell you because I have it called up.
Tell us, Wendy. Where are
doing
we
my
in our
homework.
countdown?
27 days, 23 hours, 42 minutes, and 35, 4, 3, 2 seconds.
This better be good.
Oh man.
There's a
know what
meme
to make of
attached.
this. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Very funny.
It is It says me staring up at the bartender at Applebee's when they cut me off after my 10th $1 margarita. And it is a naked Baby Yoda with the certain parts blurred out with his little clothes laying next to him.
Not how I expected his body to look.
No. I mean, he's a little more like ripped than I thought he'd be. You know?
Yeah, it's creepy.
It's a little creepy.
We don't need sexy Grogu.
Yeah, sexy.
Oh boy.
He's all grown up.
With his privates hanging out, being blurred or not.
He's all grown up.
Well, he's probably,
Look at
what,
his
100
muscly
now? I
arms.
don't even know.
I don't want to.
Look at it, Kat.
I refuse.
Take a good look.
No. All right, we're moving on.
And he's drunk.
No. He's drunk.
He's down, Kat. Down for anything.
Oh my gosh. Cat, save us.
He's down to force. Anyway,
Down to DTF.
doesn't even
Go
make
on.
sense. Okay, moving on. We have an email from AK, and
Yay.
it's my turn to do it. So here we go. Subject is a catapult. Hi, gang.
Wow.
Sir Elizabeth's weapon of choice is splendid. Perfectly splendid. I can't help but feel that a couple of Shire horses would be useful in this endeavor. Have we gone full circle yet? Oh, very good. We could do with some more squires to tend them. Anyone else out there well on the way to knighthood? Yeah, how are we doing out there? Any squires making their way through a very large back catalog of episodes? God help you.
Somebody told us or me recently that they are also that they have listened to all the episodes, but they haven't written in. Who?
Oh.
I'll remember it later.
Okay, interesting.
But there's someone out there that has not written in.
Ooh, okay, that's exciting. Maybe they're waiting for like a big reveal.
Yeah. Exciting.
Very exciting. AK continues. We have a catapult, a bunch of ceremonial weapons, and now a quest given by our overlords to go forth and do battle with evil fanboys. Since our mere existence is probable sufficient to make it... Since our mere existence is probably sufficient to make more of them foam at the mouth, I don't think this is going to present a problem. I assume if we just hang around in large numbers and our ranks are swelling, granted on a fairly sporadic basis, then they will just bring the fight to us. We'll be ready for them. Loved your indie review. I don't feel like I need to bother to see it now. Thumbs up. I don't know if that's what we were going for, AK.
Go support Harrison at the theaters.
yeah.
He needs your money.
He does.
Let's face it. I mean, he's
Yeah. May I say that I did see it again.
That's
for
right.
the second time. And once all my like preconceived expectations, ideas, my anticipation, all out of the way, and I could appreciate it for what it was.
Yeah.
I loved it. And you know what? I think it's my third favorite.
Whoa.
It went from iffy to I had a great time. I saw it at El Capitan. They had some of the costumes. I got a
great
cool indie bucket, Indiana Jones popcorn bucket, and I ate every kernel out of it. And they had some of the props from all the movies, like the Ark of the Freaking Covenant was
what?
there.
Okay,
Yeah,
I gotta go
El
to
Capitan.
El
It may still be
Capitan.
there.
That's fun.
if you're not familiar, it's the cool Disney theater that's on Hollywood and Highlands, Hollywood Boulevard, and right along the Walk of Fame where the stars are.
That's right.
But
Very cool.
Capitan.
I guess parts that annoyed me the first time I saw it, like, oh, it's fine. I mean, yeah, the CG, he's running on the train. It's not great, but whatever. I really enjoyed it 50% more, like a lot more than the first time.
It went from iffy to spiffy. Would
To
you say that?
my third favorite indie film. I put
Okay.
it under Raiders, Last Crusade, and then I think this one followed. I know it's original filming and it's Spielberg, but I've never been a big Temple of Doom fan.
Same.
I put it third.
Yeah. Last Crusade is my favorite, my second favorite as well.
Yeah. So anyway, go see it. Don't let why'd you listen if you hadn't seen it yet? I told you not to.
We told you
Crying
not
out
to.
loud.
AK. AK continues, oh, poor Beck. Beck, I'm so sorry. Clearly, Oscar has to leave that school. That way, you can take your chance and see what happens. You never know. She could be delighted by your adorable gay panic and desperately hoeing your... desperately hoeing... Oh, right, because exit gardener. Desperately hoeing, you'll pull yourself together enough to make a move. Or toe curling mortification, followed by never going back. Ever. You'll never know unless you take your trusty flail in hand and go into battle. We got your back, Beck. You can do this. You can do this. Go flirt with that teacher. Oh man, this warrior nun debacle. Honestly, the way you described it made it sound quite a lot like the hatch from Lost. It still didn't get much past season 1. And the interactive web stuff that they had going on at the same time, weighing up the chances that an announcement like that would be on the way, would be the way a season 3 at a new company would be announced. I have to agree, there's something fishy going on. Shame there's no satisfaction for this is, and I told you so, if it turns out to be a webcomic. Right, that's it. I'm off to the beach. A weekend by the seaside should blow the cobwebs away. Take it easy, kids. AK.
Jealous.
Jelly. Sounds lovely.
Okay, AK. Well, how are you referring to the Warrior Nun debacle to the Hatch from Lost? The Hatch was greatness on Lost. Did you see the first episode of season 2? Blew my mind. Come on now.
Oh, wow.
The Hatch paid off greatly in season 2. First episode? It's great stuff.
Okay.
Hot take.
Hey, it's the right take.
Is it hot if it was a show that was off the air for 20 years?
The Hatch debate.
Make your own kind of music. That's pretty much all I can think of when I hear that song was because of the Hatch at the beginning of season 2.
I've never really watched Lost.
Me either.
It was great. It was great.
Like
that
it.
was
Sorry.
that was the
Probably would
hot
like it.
topic. Well, you were too young, Tara. It was the hot
No,
topic.
I wasn't.
You were
What
a
the hell are
child,
you talking
Tara.
about?
You
It
could
was
barely
a-
walk.
I was like out of college, I think. Or
A child.
In college.
Well, you were probably.
I could read. I mean, I know that much.
Okay.
You're acting like this was,
In the 80s.
right. What the hell?
I don't know, but it
You
was
were in
like it was all we talked about at
diapers.
work. We talked about this every day. Anyhow. Oh, okay. All right.
Oh.
Well, I've got an email from Abby too.
Oh, great.
That was skimming while we were chatting, and now I want to read it.
Okay.
Mission Impossible 7 is the title. Have any of you seen Dead Reckoning? Are you Mission Impossible fans? Yes, and I've not seen it yet, but I will.
Wait, is it out?
Yeah, it came out last weekend.
We got
What?
this email 3 hours ago.
Yeah, the next mission. It came
I
out
thought
last
it-
weekend.
I thought it
just
came
a-
out the same weekend as
No.
Barbie.
No, that's Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
I thought they all
Barbie
three came
Hammer.
out.
No, I'm seeing all 3 of them, but I haven't had time.
Barbie
Yeah.
Hammer.
It's Barbenheimer.
Barbie.
Barbenheimer.
Anyway, so Abby 2 says, I saw the movie today and loved it. No spoilers, but Haley Atwell owns this movie.
I love that she's
You know
in
what?
it.
I didn't even realize she was in it till recently. But also, I didn't realize this person was in it, except she's Abby 2, mysterious beer buyer 2, anonymous beer buyer, says, except for the times when Palm Clementif steals the scene. Do y'all know who Palm Clementif is?
I don't
No.
know who any of these people are.
Mantis from Guardians.
Oh.
Oh, cool. Oh, fun. I like her.
Also in a show I can't remember the name of, but it was by Sam Esmail, who did Mr. Robot, and it had Julia Roberts. And she was in that, and I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, so I continue. It doesn't hurt that I have a major crush on Vanessa Kirby. Plus, Rebecca Ferguson is my favorite Mission Impossible actress. Word to you, Abby, too. Mission Impossible is why I'm a Rebecca Ferguson fan.
Ah.
Yeah, she's great. I love that the women were driving the plot of this movie. It's so good.
Cool.
Added to that, the stunts were, of course, top notch, and the humor was on point. There were several scenes that got my audience laughing out loud. This was 10 out of 10 for me.
Wow.
I can't wait for part 2.
Nice.
Yeah, well,
Shit.
you're going to be waiting for part 2.
Yeah.
P.S. Seriously, it's worth the price of admission just to sit there and look at Haley Atwell's face. Anyone who's seen the movie can confirm.
Goodness.
I have loved Mission Impossible movies since Ghost Protocol. I fell in love with it. It's like I watched the first ones, it was fine, whatever, and then I saw Ghost Protocol, and I love it. It was such a great mix of action and humor, and I feel like they've just ramped it up ever since, and I cannot wait to see this one.
It looks really good.
Rebecca Ferguson
me
is
too.
awesome, and there you go.
I mean,
You don't know who Haley Atwell is?
No.
She plays
Agent
she
Carter.
was Agent Carter.
Cool.
On Okay, that doesn't help you.
I mean, I know of the
Captain
show.
America.
I never
Oh, okay.
watched Agent Carter.
And she
but
was
She was in
Captain
Captain
America.
America.
yes, and I know exactly who you're talking about.
Are you joshing us?
Yes,
I do. I know. No, I know. I've
Okay.
seen Captain America.
Well, she was
Okay.
this woman.
I
Do you
get
remember
it.
who she is?
Yes.
I had a date.
Okay.
Spoiler
Yeah,
alert,
she's
he
in the
ends up
end
with her.
Yeah, at the end they're dancing in
Yeah.
the living
Yes.
room. I know who she is.
Okay, well, she's in the
how
movie.
else should I have said it?
Oh no, you sound like you're full of crap.
Wow. Well, it's so nice to be back with friends.
Did you miss us?
Of course, I missed you. Yeah, I'm a huge Haley Atwell fan. Obviously, I was messing with you guys. You know, that
Okay.
she's 41 years old. How would I know that if I'm not a
Wow,
huge fan?
you are a fan.
Yeah, and she's 5'7".
Oh,
Wow.
what? You just Googled her.
No,
You just Googled her. Come
Never.
on, liar.
no. Mm-mm.
I'm going to get my Benedict Cumberbatch voice and call you a liar.
Gold you.
I'd love to see this movie. It looks really good.
Oh, I'm going as soon as I have
Can't
time.
wait.
All right.
And Barbieheimer. Seeing
And
all of it.
I'm very excited for Barbie. I hope
Oh,
it's good. The reviews
yeah.
are coming out in a couple days. I hope.
It looks really fun. I think it's going to be
Yeah.
good.
Well, I think some are out now.
Well, there's an embargo till third. No, oh yeah, you're right. They came out today.
I'm looking now.
Oh, I don't want to ruin
Timer.
it for myself.
88%.
Oh, okay, yay!
That's great.
Called Barbie, and
Good.
it's going to be great. It's got freaking
Exactly.
my
But
girl Kate McKinnon.
the fan-
Oppenheimer. I mean, has been called amazing, mind-blowingly amazing.
Oh, really?
And I want to see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Robert
That's
Downey
good.
Jr. is basically like it's the best movie I've ever been in.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's good.
So
Good
I'll,
movies coming
all
out.
three. Boom, boom, boom. Ready to go.
Huge movies coming out that no one can promote.
Nope. And
Bummer.
enjoy them now because
Thank God Margot got not Martindale, but Margot.
Robbie?
Is it Robbie? Yes. Got to promote a little bit and wear all of the Barbie
Yeah.
costumes on the red
Yes.
carpet, like the Barbie inspired,
Really
dresses.
cool.
They weren't costumes; they're beautiful dresses,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
inspired by Barbie clothes, and it was really great. So at least you got to do a few of those.
A little bit.
right. I think the Oppenheimer cast, they were at a screening and they called the strike and they're like, we out. They left.
They walked
What?
out.
Yeah,
Oh,
they walked
They
out during the
walked out?
screening. Yeah.
They were
Damn.
there.
Like, we got to go. We're striking.
Yeah. Got to respect that.
Yikes.
I mean, they had to. There's no way they couldn't have done that.
Right.
They'd be in a lot of trouble.
It's like when you're a baseball player and you're in the middle of the game, you're like, you're traded. And then they just pull you from the game.
Yep.
You're out.
Wow.
You're done.
So,
Double middle
All right.
fingers on your way out the door.
hmm.
Well, we're talking about it right now. We're dancing
Yeah.
around the topic. Let's jump into this nerd news.
Nerd news. Nerd news. I repeat, we have breaking nerd news. Let's talk about the giant elephant in the room. The strike. Taking away our content.
The city's on strike.
The whole goddamn city's been shut down.
But you know what? For good damn reason.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Because very highly billionaire, highly paid execs are saying, we don't want to pay you. In fact, we just want to steal your face and use it for the end of eternity.
Yikes.
Yeah. The studios are really showing their true colors. I think people are learning a lot about how studios are structured, and they are just big corporations. They're parts of big, huge corporations. And what do corporations care about? What is the only thing they care about?
The money.
It's the money.
Money.
So that's what we're seeing. And yeah, SAG has joined the WGA on the picket line. And, that means a lot of the summer, things are not going to look quite the same out there on the convention trail.
Yeah, no cons.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are going to ComicCon this weekend. So you guys want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, there's no actor panels. I mean, as soon as this happened, I followed a site, SDCC blog on Twitter, And it was like every day this is canceled, this is canceled. And finally, I think they just said, we're not just going to post the individual updates, but here's the link to the canceled panels because it's too numerous to mention. And which is, the big panels with the big actors were always so hard to get into. That's like Tara and I never did a whole lot of that anyway.
Right.
Except there were little smaller ones. We saw the Orville last year and Resident Alien, but the amount of people that the panels took away from the dealer's room or the offsite events or just anything, because there were thousands of people in these panels, and even more than that lined up to try to get in the panels, and that's out. They're not gonna. So everything else is gonna be that much more crowded without these panels.
Yeah, thank God there are a lot of installations or events going on off site and that are right next to the convention center, right there in the Gaslamp Quarter. But we're doing a few. We have tickets to see Katie Sackhoff's podcast, live podcast, in which no one can promote anything, but it still hasn't been canceled.
But I guess she can still do it. It's still on.
That's good.
And then we're doing. You want to tell them about the Friday plan for Lanford?
Oh, Lanford Day, Lanford. Roseanne, which is a favorite show of one of my favorites.
Not the actress, but
the show. The show.
No, she's terrible.
Hey, I will say Roseanne Barr was greatness in that show early on.
Yeah, and her stand-up was great.
She's crazy.
Yeah.
She's crazy.
In the 80s, she was fine.
But the show itself, I loved.
Anyway.
Hey, support the show for Laurie Metcalf and Lacey Goranson. But
we can support the Connors now.
Support the Connors. And,
exactly.
But anyway, so they're having the Lanford Lunchbox was a restaurant that Jackie and Roseanne and Nancy and Bev, Roseanne's mom, they pooled their money to open, and they're having a pop-up where you can go they serve loose meat sandwiches and pop in cans. Anyway, but that's one of the things we're doing.
I'm excited to see photos. I want photos.
Oh, I'll get photos. We're also there. My much anticipated, God, it better be a good show. Murder at the End of the World, by my girl Britt Marling. They're having an activation. I don't think they ever planned a panel because honestly, no one's seen the show. Like, what do you ask? They can't spoil anything, so it'd just be basically showing the pilot if they did anything. But they have an activation where you quote get on an airplane with the other millionaires, go into this retreat, and then you get like clues or something. But definitely wanted to do that for sure.
And then Saturday is our X-Men party that we're going to Saturday night. It's a D23 party that Disney, what is it, like Disney exclusive, like club or whatever?
Yeah, I think it's D23, which I'm a member of, puts it on. And I looked today and it's sold out. So
nice.
It's X-Men themed.
And then we're also going to be checking out, there's like also Star Trek offsite installation type of thing.
Cool.
And they also have a citywide scavenger hunt.
Oh.
I don't know what that is yet for Star Trek. Okay. So I just remember one of my favorite memories of Comic-Con is when this random book was being released, and they released it like off-site. It was called The Legend of Orkney. And the author, they had a scavenger hunt attached to it. So you had to do the scavenger hunt, and then you come get a signed copy of the book because the author was there. And it was so fun. And it was like through this app that you'd follow the clues. And then when you got close, your phone would like buzz. And like when you got outside the store that you needed to go to, like would have clues about a store or something in a store, something like that. And then you had to go there, and you were walking all over the Gaslamp Quarter. And so when you got outside, it had something to do with like the Wi-Fi, like you had to have your Bluetooth activated and stuff. Then it would like buzz and tell you you're close. And then it like, you had to go in and like find whatever it was. It was so fun. I just got to see just weird things I never would have found otherwise.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah. And we were just randomly walking somewhere, and someone's like, hey, y'all want to do this thing? We're like, okay. And it turned out to be a really fun time.
It was really cool. And the book was good too. I mean, I read it. It was interesting. It's a whole series now, I think. So I'm excited for that.
Plenty to do.
Yep.
Yes. We will hear all about it next week. And so, as you say, there won't be any panels for, promoting anything. There's a list of other things that SAG-AFTRA members cannot do during the strike, including tours. I don't know what kind of tours what does that mean?
I guess if you're a
press tour,
if you're a comedian and you're SAG, you can't go on tour maybe?
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll buy it. bunch of stuff, including premieres and screenings, award shows. I mean, we'll be talking about the Emmys.
Social media.
Emmys are probably going to get postponed because you can't have Emmys
sure.
without actors, you know?
Unless it wraps up.
Well, we'll see. No podcast appearances. Sorry, guys. We have to rebook. Like, we had Sandra Bullock coming on.
I know. Meryl Streep.
Have Meryl Streep.
Oh,
Sigourney Weaver.
Such a nightmare. Gillian Anderson was going to stop by.
But we have to be
Donna.
supportive. I know we're all
Liza
disappointed, but we got to be supportive. They very graciously
maybe
let
next
us know they could. Yeah. We'll see if
Also,
their schedule clears up.
No puppeteering. Sorry, Tara. No new puppet content coming out anytime soon.
You can't even do ADR. Like, you can't do anything.
Yeah, no performance of any kind. So there you go.
Narration, stunt stuff, background.
Yeah.
No wardrobe test, like nothing. Like, you're just stay home. Just stay home.
No auditioning. Nothing.
Wow.
Nothing.
No auditioning. Interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, what's going to be filming? No one's writing anything.
Yeah, there's nothing. So we're shut down, and we'll see how long this lasts. Of course, I think I speak for all of us when we say we stand with the writers, we stand with the actors, 100% support. And this is the time. The things need to change, and the time is now. And goddamn, Fran Drescher, how much more do you love Fran Drescher now? She is all fired
Pretty
up.
awesome. Yeah.
Fran on Fire is my new favorite. She is amazing. What a great president they have of SAG.
Yeah. That sounds like a great show idea. Fran on Fire.
Fran on Fire.
I like how the day they announced the strike that they were singing the Nanny theme on the picket lines.
So good.
She's great.
She's amazing. And yeah, so obviously the writer's strike is continuing, and the studios are playing dirty. There was a piece on Deadline.com last week that was, they had anonymous members of the AMPTP and studio execs saying horrible things like, well, we're going to starve them out. We hope they lose their homes. We want their families to go hungry.
Yeah.
So they'll
be ready to deal after that.
Wow. That was a big backfire.
Yep.
And I was kind of freaking out a little bit too, because I won't be working anytime soon because of this. And I sent this article to you guys. And then Wendy, you sent us a great tweet from David Slack, one of the guys,
directors from POI. I think he was I think he was a producer as well, like some level of producer. But and he kind of made it sound like, his tweet was right on cue. Here's the inevitable Deadline article claiming that the MPTP and their CEO bosses are ready to wait us out and let us go broke. They're not. They can't. This is studio propaganda, and here's why. And basically saying, who knows if he's right or wrong, but it's like, they made it sound like it was definitely like sort of a plant article to make the writers
scared,
concerned, scared,
Yeah.
and say just give them what let's just sign, let's just whatever. He's like, they're just putting this out there to get us in fighting about what we should do. It's like, don't fall for it. It's just a plant. No one even gives their names.
Yeah.
Don't even be fooled by this, and stay strong. And I think really, I feel like this came out before SAG went on strike. I feel like SAG really bolstered them. Like, look, you're screwing the actors too. And we're not going to take this crap from you people that, I keep saying I saw a tweet somewhere. I don't know if it's accurate. I didn't look it up, but basically saying the last time a strike like this happened, the CEOs type were making like 4 times what normal people made. And now it's 30 times. And it's like just the inequity between the top of the top and the workers that are doing things to bring in that income that they're getting is so wide that they're like, oh, we just can't pay them this. We just can't. And it's like, you're making like $27 million a freaking year, just you.
Yeah, that's on the low end too, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. So
yeah, it's not working. Them trying to paint the writers as greedy and the actors as greedy.
Right.
It's just not working because it's not true. There's nothing to back it up, and
Right.
I think everybody who has spent a minute researching what's going on, what they're fighting for, this is the right fight, and they are on the, as Fran Drescher said, never thought I'd quote her. The studios are on the wrong side of history here. They are wrong. So Everybody's digging in, and we'll see how long this takes. I think it's going to be a long time.
I do too.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet
So,
by some
we'll see.
moron basically to get a real job. And I'm like, I'm sure that moron went on and watched something on TV that was written and acted
Yeah.
Get
while
a
telling people to get a real job.
job.
And like I watched a video by damn it, what's her name? Leslie Jones. She was basically, she was saying what a lot of them are out there saying. It's like, this is not about people like, she's like, I'm blessed. I am fortunate. I've made a lot of money doing this, but the majority of people who act and who write and who work on films do not make this money. They're like just working people. They're trying to get, what was it, like just trying to get $26,000 a year to qualify for health insurance. And residuals pay for a lot of that. And this is like all the people that you don't even think about, the faces that you see all the time that you don't even know their names.
Yep.
And just trying to keep them working. And that's what we're striking about. Not like because freaking Tom Hanks needs more money.
Exactly.
Right.
No, it's not about those guys at all.
No. And but it also probably is about those guys. Like Tom Hanks may not want to pass away, and then there's a new Tom Hanks movie that came out because they just captured all his audio and video and just made a new Tom Hanks movie that he had no say in being a part of, because they might could do that someday, and it's to protect them from, hey, look, Tom Hanks did a porno. What, did he really do it? No, but we captured his image.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, ultimately they want to make this content with as few people as possible. The less people they have to pay, the better. So they're trying to replace as many jobs as they can with digital versions of those people. And that is pretty fucked up.
Yep.
And the unions are doing what they need to do to make sure that doesn't happen for people in the future. Like, this really is a fight about the future of this business. Well, hopefully the good guys win.
I mean, in TV news, I used to work in control rooms with like 6 other people doing all the jobs.
Right.
And now you know who does all those jobs?
You.
Me, the director. They have automated that to where they've gotten rid of so many people from the TV news business or live television business. And they're just in a different way trying to get rid of paying as many people as possible. And it's smart. You know what? Cut costs. Grab people's faces, use them forever. You save money. You don't have to pay actors all the time. You just use them. But you know what? You're screwing the actors, and they don't care. It's just about the bottom line. So.
And it won't be as good. I mean,
no, not at all.
That's the issue. Yeah. So
they think it was, but it's not. I mean, even they did 3 years of work to did D.H. Harrison Ford for Indiana Jones, and it was really good. But was it what you'd get with an actual actor doing those things? Not at all.
No.
It was blank. It looked kind of hollow. It looked kind of weird. I mean, it was like, okay, it's a movie. It's cool. You get to see him young, and it was real. And there was a real actor playing as the body.
Right.
Harrison did the voice, and it still was just, it was
Not
fine,
quite.
but not quite.
Not really good.
Yep. Well, speaking of actors, we should talk about the Emmy nominations.
It'll probably happen in 2024.
Well, this came out last week, and they're going to be on, if all goes as planned, Monday, September 18th.
Okay.
So that's really, really coming up pretty soon if you think about it. So we'll see how that goes. There are a lot of HBO shows on here, to be honest with you.
You mean Max shows?
Max, sorry. So let's take a look at a few of these categories. Okay. Best drama series.
Drama.
Got Andor. Yeah. Better Call Saul.
Sure.
No, never one I watched, but
hey, I loved Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul happened to debut at a very bad time. Where I was too distracted by things going on in my favorite show, and I was going to watch it, and then I didn't because I was too depressed by If Then Else when it aired on January 6th of 2015.
Oh my!
Yes, it cut deep. Anyway, so that's why I didn't watch it. But I've heard it's wonderful.
Yeah. The Crown's nominated. House of the Dragon.
Interesting.
The Last of Us. Succession
greatness.
And White Lotus. All Max.
Mm-hmm.
Then we got Yellow Jackets. My girl Christina Ricci, Melanie.
That has been
Linsky.
highly recommended. Have either of you watched it? It has been highly recommended to me.
I gotta watch it.
I watched the first season, fast forwarding through the scary parts.
So I would
it
maybe
was
like
interesting.
it. Okay.
You might, yeah, you'd like it.
Yeah, I need to
It is
watch
interesting.
it. Heard good things.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel like honestly feel like Succession is gonna sweep stuff because I feel like any and everything related to that show was nominated.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Well,
I hope
Best
it doesn't.
Actor in a Drama Series has 3 men from Succession in there. Jeff Bridges from The Old Man, Brian Cox from Succession, Kieran Culkin from Succession, Bob Odenkirk, Better Call Saul, Pedro Pascal from Last of Us, and Jeremy Strong from Succession. So,
Thank God there was only one female lead in Succession.
yeah. Well, she got nominated for Best Actress, and that's Sarah Snook. What a fun last
Honestly,
name.
I think she'll probably win.
Great name.
And we got Carrie Russell from The Diplomat, Bella Ramsey from Last of Us,
Nice.
Elizabeth Moss from The Handmaid's Tale. Is that show still? Okay.
Yes.
Apparently it's
Can we
still
just
on.
Stop making that show, please.
Melanie Linsky, yay, from Yellow Jackets, and Sharon Horgan from Bad Sisters.
Nice.
Okay, I just want to point out, I'm not going to go name by name. Just look at Best Supporting Actor in a Drama
I
Series.
know.
If you're not on White Lotus or Succession, you're not nominated.
Yep.
Every actor is from one of those shows. And then if you go down to Best Supporting Actress, it's basically, okay, there's The Crown. It's either White Lotus.
But there are 8 names in each category.
That's true.
And all of them in the actor are White Lotus in Succession. They couldn't
unbelievable.
even find one other person than any of those people. Yeah, and then only 2 in supporting actress aren't from one of those 2 shows.
It's a little kind of overwhelming.
I mean, it's the trendy show. Everybody's watching it. It doesn't mean, are they the best? Maybe, but they're on the shows that are getting watched the most.
But Jennifer Coolidge and Aubrey Plaza were both nominated.
Love them both so much.
Yeah.
All right, Best Comedy Series. Got Abbott Elementary, Barry, The Bear, Jury Duty, which I watched on Amazon. I liked it.
I like it's Amazon Freebie. Is it on Freebie?
It was like it's
Both?
something acquired by Amazon because now it's on Amazon, but it was on
I have
Freebie.
Freebie.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can watch it on Amazon Prime. Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Only Murders in the Building, Ted Lasso, and here's one that got me, Wednesday.
Is it a comedy?
Wednesday got nominated above the other 2 on Max. If you haven't watched the other 2, it's really great, and everyone thought it would get some nominations this year.
The name of the show is The Other Two?
The Other Two. That's the name of the show.
Okay.
It's a great comedy. It's freaking hilarious, but also kind of heartwarming. Yeah, so give that a try. But I didn't think Wednesday was that great to be for Best Comedy Series. There's so much better out there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that was just a popularity vote.
Probably. Probably.
Yep. But Kenta Brunson got nominated again for Abbott Elementary.
Let's hope her acceptance speech doesn't get interrupted by Jimmy Kimmel if she wins again.
That pissed me off so much last
Tara
year.
was so mad
I'm still mad about that.
It was very disrespectful.
It was.
Yeah.
It wasn't even funny. It wasn't a funny bit.
It wasn't funny.
It's like, let's draw attention to myself, not the one who just won. Person who just won. Yeah.
And Jenna Ortega got nominated for Wednesday.
Well, there you go.
There you go. You know who I think's gonna win? Natasha Lyonne. And I've never watched any of these shows.
Okay.
I love Abbott Elementary,
my God.
but
yeah. I mean, I can't really go by any sort of anything because I've never watched them. Yeah, just gut feeling for Natasha Lyonne.
Okay.
And we'll find out in 2025 when these Emmys air.
It keeps getting later and later.
Yeah.
Hey, you know who was nominated for Best Limited or Anthology Series? Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh.
Boom.
So Tara was all like, "Oh, it's not believable that a little girl just gave." Apparently, someone thought it was.
Somebody believed it.
Wow. Or they just felt bad for Obi-Wan because he couldn't even control a little girl.
Or there were only 5 limited or anthology series all year, and it just made it in.
Maybe.
Because nothing else was there to be in there. I don't know.
Well, for Best Comedy, Best Actor in a Comedy, we got Bill Hader for Barry. I tried watching Barry. I couldn't get into it.
I haven't tried it yet.
We got Martin Short for Only Murders.
I mean, yeah.
Jason Sudeikis for Ted Lasso. And then some others I didn't watch.
I think Jeremy Allen White for The Bear is going to win.
Probably. It's got a lot of buzz this year.
A lot of buzz. A lot of buzz around the Bear.
A
Yeah.
lot of Ted Lasso, or okay, I say a lot. There's 2 Ted Lasso people, supporting actor.
Mm-hmm. Phil Dunster. I'm glad that Phil Dunster got his nomination.
Which one is he?
He plays, oh my God, the very British sounding oh my God, it's going to really bother me that I cannot remember his
That's right.
name.
I haven't even watched it.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know who I was talking about.
I probably wouldn't.
But Brett Goldstein
That's
plays the guy who's won before. He's won before.
I remember him.
Yeah.
I do remember him.
Yeah.
Supporting actress, Hannah Waddingham.
Yay! I love her. She also had a little bit part in Willow that we'll never see again.
Right.
What show are you talking about? I don't remember a show called Willow.
It's been
Did
erased
it really
from history.
happen?
Yeah. Well, what else we got here?
Can we talk about outstanding guest actor in a drama series?
I'd love to. Because
Well,
I know who you're
that's
talking about.
Nick Offerman from The Last of Us. Murray Bartlett from The Last of Us.
As
they played
should
the
be.
gay lovers in that cool apocalyptic TV show. Along with Lamar Johnson from The Last of Us and Kevon Montreal Woodward from The Last of Us. That's huge. And 2 Succession people. So let's root for The Last of Us in that category.
I'm rooting for Last of Us in pretty much everything. It's
I'm thinking it's Offerman.
Oh,
I think
for.
Offerman gets it.
I hope not Offerman gets it. I really want him to win.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, best television movie, Hocus Pocus 2.
Yes!
And
All
another thing
right.
Tara loves, Dolly Parton's Mountain Magic Christmas.
Yes!
Yes, Dolly.
Hello,
Now, this
Dolly.
This one confused me a little bit because it was like what essentially made for TV movie. Wasn't there a big debate on, whether essentially a Netflix movie or streaming movie should be considered for the Oscars versus an Emmy? Because is it really what now makes it made for
don't know
TV?
how that
Because
works.
sometimes you're
Yeah.
releasing both. You're releasing it in the theater,
Yeah.
and on streaming simultaneously. So does that mean it's
Well, here's the thing, Tara.
can be nominated for both?
I think now, I think
Confusing.
films have to at least be in a theater for a little while.
Okay.
They have to at least for some amount of time. They have to play in a theater.
Oh,
to
that's
be
right.
considered
It's like a
film, I
2-week
think.
thing, I think, at least. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
All right. Well, go Hocus Pocus or Dolly Parton.
By the way, outstanding writing for drama series, The Last of Us, long time.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one I was like, you gotta nominate that. That was so incredibly well done. Also, Andor, One Way Out. One way out. One way out. They get to the end, it's like, I can't swim.
Yeah.
Of course, Succession. Let's see which one is nominated for Succession. Stop not working internet.
Oh, no.
Well, you
Okay.
do that. I'm going to tell you who is nominated for Best Host for Reality TV or Competition Program,
Okay.
which includes Amy Poehler and Maya Rudolph for Baking It.
Love it.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah.
excited for them.
yes.
I haven't seen Baking It. Have you seen it?
I've seen
Baking it.
an episode. It's cute. I mean, it's
right.
not one that I would, watch a lot. And then Melanie Linsky got nominated again for Best Guest Actress for Last of Us.
Yeah, very cool.
So
A bunch of The Last of Us
double
actors.
nominated. Good for
Yeah,
her.
love it.
The writing other for, and this is probably going to win because it's going to probably win a lot of things. Outstanding writing, Succession, Connor's Wedding. That was when everybody lost their mind. Between that, okay, the 2 episodes of television that I heard were just like, it's the best thing I've ever seen. Were this episode of Succession and that episode of Last of Us.
Yeah.
That's going to be a dogfight. And I feel like Succession will probably win, but I swear,
Yeah.
I hope
I think
it's
so too.
The
'Cause it's
Last
more
of Us.
Like just came out. It's not as fresh
Yeah,
in people's
but
minds
man-
about Last of Us.
Last of Us, man, it just crushed people.
Great,
Yep.
Great hour of television.
Well, in 2026, when we're watching these Emmys, we'll find out. because, you know,
Oh God.
we're like, okay, we're finally having the Emmys for shows that aired in 2023.
We're just gonna lump them out. The show will be 8 hours long.
Oh no.
We'll just do all the Emmy. Well, there won't be new TV, so.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Well, that's depressing.
All right.
Go team Last of Us Andor,
Yes.
I guess.
It'd be great if a genre show won a bunch of fucking Emmys. That'd be great.
I
Let's do it.
honestly, I don't think Andor will win anything, but I hope Last of Us does. I think
just
Andor is just like happy to be there.
Honor to be nominated.
Andor, I mean, Last of Us, I think deserves it. A lot of things. We'll see how it does against the freaking last Succession.
Yeah, it's a
everybody's obsessed
powerhouse.
with. It is a powerhouse.
Juggernaut. Yeah.
Charlie's
you know
telling
what?
me that I'm done, I think.
Ah, well, if Charlie says,
She's right here. She's putting her big ol' face.
our producer
Up in my
has
business.
I didn't know
spoken.
she was a
Look at that.
producer.
Oh yeah, she got the
she's-
bump up.
She's a silent producer, but you know. She
Oh,
talks with
well.
her eyes and her paws.
I see.
I'm going to mention one last thing, though.
Mhm.
If you need new content, Carrie Fisher has a new film coming out
Oh yeah, look for that.
called Wonderwell that was shot in 2016 and I guess is out now. But it's
Okay.
Carrie Fisher. So check it
Yeah,
out.
she
Look for it.
looks-
Wonderwell.
looks
It's called
delightful.
Wonderwell.
Yeah.
If you want to go check it out, because, you know, I think you're going to start seeing things like this where, this was shot in 28. Maybe we'll get Batgirl.
Hey.
Really like,
That'd be
what the
great.
hell? We don't have anything else to put
I
out
mean,
there.
maybe.
You never know. All right. Well, Charlie's wrapping us.
Yeah, she's giving us the old wrap
She's
So,
up.
giving us the
um,
paw. That paw. Yeah.
If you'd like to check us out on the Twitter, we're at Snot Podcast with 1D.
We're on Instagram and Facebook at She Nerds Out Podcast.
If you want to send us an email, you can send it to shenerdsout@gmail.com. Go to our website, shenerdsout.com, for all your snopping needs.
This is
Nice.
Benedict Cumberbatch wrapping up this episode of She Nerds Out Podcast.
It's just Wendy.
No, it's not.
Really?
It's
I
Benedict
Fooled me.
Cumberbatch.
Oh, wow.
It's Wendy.
Until next time. God, that was
Is
Sean Connery.
Until next time.
Until next time, she nuts. Out.
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 She nerds out. We're girls that like nerdy things.